Sometimes you need a complicated topic broke down into something simple. And one of the best ways to do that is to compare it to something you're already used to. So today we're gonna take your dating life and turn it into a video game. Because everyone deserves the cutie with the booty. And by the time we're done today, you'll be able to take over your life and be the true player you were meant to be. So like we always do over here, let's jump straight into my top 10 list of things you need to do. Starting with number 10, you're going to have to get your character a new outfit. Because if your dating life has stalled, I'm pretty sure your wardrobe has done the same. And if your character is not dressed for the mission, what's the point of going out? Plus, with the right accessory, you'll be ready for anything. Think about this. Would you ever enter a dungeon without armor? So why do you feel it's appropriate for you to dress like a bum everywhere you go? A beautiful woman will always be dressed to impress on a night out. So why should she settle for less when it comes to her man? And if you feel like you don't have a sense of style, there are more than enough resources online for you to figure that out. And you could probably find a character that's built like you and emulate their style. Now let's roll to number 9. You're going to have to raise your attack power by working out, because you're going to have to be in tip-top shape if you're going to play this game. You can't be out there getting shoved around or getting tired. Just think about all the beautiful fit women in the world. They're going to want someone who can keep up with them. And if not that, at least somebody who can protect them. Because the prettier the girl, the more confrontations. And if you have to knock a sucker out, it is what it is. So level up that body, my friend. And now let's push to number 8. You have to acquire a map to the town so you know where all the hot spots are. Because if we're getting ready to go on a mission, we need to know our location. Just think how fly it would look if you knew every little spot. You'll be able to entertain her for hours. And if her fine self said she was into certain things, you'll be able to say, I know the perfect spot. And sometimes taking control of the situation is sexy. So definitely memorize that map. And now let's go to number 7. You have to put together a party for this epic quest. And they all must have a specific purpose. For example, you're going to need a designated friend, just in case the mission gets out of hand and you need a driver. You'll also need your second in command, aka your wingman. This is the person that knows you the best and is willing to double team a target. They should know the right things to say to make you look good and vice versa. Usually a strong team can make up for a lot of weaknesses. And that raises your chance of being successful every night. No group of cute girls will ever escape you. And as you gain more group experience, things will only get better. Now let's go to number 6. You must go on an epic quest every weekend. Because how can you win if you're not playing the game? You can't just spend all your time studying the game. You have to participate at one point. And what better time than the weekend? See, it's the perfect opportunity because you know what everyone's going out for. They all have the same goal of finding someone new, and that means they're ready for action. Only thing missing out of the equation is you. So get your team together and head out. Now let's roll to number 5. You have to gain experience points, so jump head first. And I'll be the first to tell you that nothing beats experience. The more you absorb, the smoother your interactions will be. And that's where I think a lot of people make a mistake, because they will bump into a beautiful woman and get lost in the conversation. And by the time the interaction is over, they didn't keep track of what made it successful. Meaning they went in and didn't get any experience points. You cannot allow that to happen to you. Track everything and save your position. Now let's push to number 4. During certain quests, you'll bump into a major boss. And she will do everything in her power to block you from her hot friend. And this is where experience and your wingman comes in. You'll have to barrel roll past her and sprinkle all type of game in her friend's ear while trying to survive the savage attacks coming from her bodyguard. And if you've been training properly, this should go smoothly. Now let's go to number 3. Eventually, you'll know how to beat a certain level because you've done it over and over again. And this is why I say you need experience. Because to be honest, it's repetitive. Once you've seen one move, you've probably seen them all. So when you're in the trenches, your instincts will take over and you will run through the level. Now let's hop on over to number 2. This game has multiple endings. So don't think just because it went a certain way that things won't change. Because a no today can be a yes tomorrow. And don't be shocked if you bump into a twist ending. Because anyone who's ever played this game has experienced it. I mean, it looks like a failed mission on the night. And just when you think about walking out, a character from before reappears. And you know it's on for the night. And finally, we reach number 1. Always remember that this game has infinite lives. It's not the end of the world no matter what happens. And if your crush is not down, just move on to the next one. Show no mercy and beat this game called life. So spend the rest of your years getting stronger. And if you're new to this house, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you never miss a video. And when you're done doing that, click on one of my videos that just popped up. And I'll see you on the next one.